Video games are so bad for you. No, your phone is bad for you, you normie freak. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we are throwing it back like this, but with a bit more WD-40, and we're going to the seaside today. I went away to the seaside, as I said, and we'll be there in a second. I realised that normal people who don't game and bash us for gaming are the literal devil from hell, as they will sit on their phones and doom scroll, but they will bash us for gaming. Normal people spend about 8 hours a day on their phone doom scrolling. Doom scrolling, 1, shortens our attention span, and 2, it's just really bad for our brain and doesn't add any educational resources at all. Unless you're watching my videos, and then you're getting a lot of education, really. You're basically at university. But apart from that, doom scrolling is awful. And recently I noticed I was falling under the category of a normal person by doom scrolling a lot. And normally I don't do that. I don't get down like that. That's not how I play. I normally play. So whilst I was at the seaside, I said enough is enough, and I decided to swap doom scrolling for video games. So anyway, let's see how I got on at the seaside. It is super early right now, and instead of doom scrolling, I am shush! I'm touching grass. And the first stop is the sea, and I've got my Nintendo Switch. Normally this is the time of day where I would lose a little bit of momentum, and that's when I started this doom scrolling habit, which makes me sad because I've never really had the doom scrolling habit before. So it's a bit of a new thing for me, so I'm putting a stop to it ASAP. Come on. As much as I don't like leaving the house, now summer is over, I much prefer it. So loads less people, there's no one by the sea right now. Quiet spot to game. I just smashed my back on all these rocks though. I'm currently playing Story Seasons Grand Bazaar and Cyberpunk, but I'm gonna get stuck into Story Seasons because it is shop day and I have a lot of stuff to sell. This is my super cozy spot sheltered from the wind. Okay, so we've done like half an hour, if that, instead of doom scrolling, and now we're gonna enjoy a little bit of the beach. So nice! Can I just interrupt? I absolutely love being by the sea. I can't swim, I can only drown, but there was something really healing about that as well that I just really enjoyed. Once I was back from my first set of swapping my doom scrolling, I ended up coming back, working a little bit more, stretching, going to the gym, and then again, when I was about to doom scroll, I stopped, I sat in the window, and I gamed. And honestly, life felt better. Again, I totally would have spent this 15-minute break doom scrolling, and
we have the 5.
I'm happy because I made a lot of progress in my game. I ended up getting up, doing some work, and when the time came to it where I would normally scroll, I got up, I did some work, and when the time came that I would normally doom scroll, I would say no, naughty, and I would pick up my Nintendo Switch instead. Walked down to the beach, got out my Switch, enjoyed 10 to 15 minutes with a little sea breeze. It was honestly bliss. And now we're back at home. I'm gonna show you how I've put that into my general home life, swapping the doom scrolling for the PlayStation, swapping the doom scrolling for the Steam Deck, swapping the doom scrolling for the Xbox. You know how it goes. Anyway, when I got home, I realized that little swap had actually stuck with me. Hello, how delicious. Because what I actually realized in the end is the urge to doom scroll shows up at the same time in the same spaces. Spaces. For instance, I could be feeling like not being alive, then I want to doom scroll. If I'm bored, trying to avoid a task, trying to avoid responsibilities, I doom scroll. So that's when I've made it a rule that's actually stuck. Swapping that impendable doom scrolling for the controller. Instead of living on an endless feed of suffering and other people's lives, I delved into a completely different world every single day instead of doom scrolling. It's currently 6:30 and this would be my ample time to doom scroll, but I'm gonna actually start a new game called Chef RPG. Getting through my backlog is definitely better than doom scrolling. I have got 206 games on my Steam Deck. That's crazy. Crazy, yeah. That's so crazy. Got so many games on my Switch. That's so crazy. So many games. Backlog crazy. Not in the game. I didn't even need to do that. It just happened. Okay, so customized my keyboard. It's only 4 gigabytes, but I've only got 15 minutes to actually play games. So I'm actually going to jump into some Disney Dreamlight Valley because I've not played it in about 2 months and I was addicted. It was like crack to me. Ah! Look at the new update. The new update screen. Oh, I'm in love. I love this game. Timer has just went off. 50 minutes has been done. I was able to plant a load of crops and tick off a lot of stuff ready for the update, which is happening on the 15th of October, I believe. So that's good. I'm already achieving things in my virtual life. And a lot of the time I wasn't even hardcore gaming. It was 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, preparing my farming games for the season of selling, or just shooting a few people in the face on Call of Duty. Regardless, it helped me with my cognitive development and mental development and also concentration. Normies of the world, I'm sorry, but people who don't game, their attention spans are little pebbles because they spend their time just on TikTok. Whereas we game, we can invest all our attention into a game for hours on end. And I feel like that's what we should realize as gamers. It's actually a skill that a lot of people don't have. I guess we're just the best. And also in a way, it kind of gave me structured fun. I know how depressing we have to structure fun as adults, but I guess that's what we do when we grow up. I will never grow up. Peter Pan here. Assumed realized that it was way more rewarding than staring at my phone when I'm actually beating my achievements on my game or in my backlog. So how exactly did this help me with my tasks? You might ask. Well, I'm just telling you. Normally doom scrolling has me feeling like a dirty little freak, to be honest. And once I'm done, I have no energy for anything else. I just want to curl up in a ball and continue to rot on my phone. I don't particularly ever want to get back into working after doom scrolling, and I know that you've felt that too. I made myself some Turkish pasta. And honestly, this would be around the time I would doom scroll because I normally doom scroll and eat recently, which makes me sick because that never used to be me. So I have got my PlayStation Portal, which hasn't had too much love from me, but recently, since I got better Wi-Fi, I have been enjoying it. So we're going to play on the Portal and not doom scroll whilst I eat. I don't have a lot of pasta in this, it's mostly the meat, but this is so tasty. One thing I've definitely noticed from swapping my doom scrolling for games is that I honestly feel happier. I don't realise how sad my phone makes me feel and reading what everyone else's opinions and what everyone else thinks, when in reality, why does anyone else's opinion affect me? It doesn't. Like, it doesn't matter. Without my phone, I'm a much happier person. So much happier. Is that bad? Because social media is a part of my job, but it doesn't actually make me happy. But gaming does, because I'm getting something else out of it and I'm shutting off from reality, I think. I don't know the science behind it, but this bad, this good. When I started to game instead of doom scrolling on my breaks, I came back recharged, like I've actually taken a productive break rather than being sat on my phone just completely numbing myself. I was doing something that made me happy and had purpose, and I was actually learning whilst I was doing it, because gaming teaches you a lot by the way. Instead of procrastinating for hours and hours, I ended up taking back that time with my gaming. I also swapped my doom scrolling for audiobook. So instead of doing tasks where I would be stuck to my phone, I'd be listening to an audiobook and kind of using that to learn, nourish my brain, and I got so much more done. So much more. So as I said, I came back from the beach and I started to pick up the PlayStation. I'd go on Call of Duty, I'd play Red Dead Redemption, I'd play games that nourished me, and this ended up nourishing my mental health, and I felt good. I've been getting up at 8 o'clock instead of 10, and I've been getting my tasks done because I know that I won't doom scroll, I will just game. This is what affected my mental health massively, because again, doom scrolling puts you in a cycle. Sometimes a bad cycle if your doom scrolling is impending doom and horribleness and bad news all the time, then you're going to feel bad. But when you're setting tasks on your game and you're completing little achievements, you end up feeling like, I've completed something. Really, the quest I started at the seaside has trickled out into my life and has helped me get on top of my backlog, for one. It's helped me feel a lot happier, and it's helped me understand that my phone is a continuing transfunctioner which can affect your brain for the worst. Now, for some of you, swapping your phone for gaming might not be a case. You might not work from home. So instead, I suggest doing something different. You could swap your doom scrolling for something else. It could be drawing, writing, reading. You can bring those things with you, and I promise you, instead of doom scrolling, you're going to feel way more productive and happy because you're doing something that is nourishing your brain, and instead of your brain being eaten to a core, it's being fed and it's getting juicier, and everyone wants a juicy brain, right? I have one up here now and it feels good. I've been nourishing it with games and violence and coziness. But honestly, it has affected my mental health for the better, and I suggest it's something that you do too. On that note, I hope you enjoyed my tech talk, and I'll see you in the next video. But we can't leave without the cyber hugs.